This evaluation is so hideous by Dr. Alison Kennedy. Mind you, I can't find her on Dora, but this is her name, Alison Kennedy. And here is the CMHIP competency evaluation. Okay, mind you, it is not a psychological testing. It is no psychological evaluation whatsoever. It's just whether or not you know what a judge is, a public defender, your four pleas, and the DA, what your charges are. That's all it says, okay? There are no questions whatsoever about your mental health or any psych evaluations. Mind you, I have a master's degree in clinical psychology. I do have a doctorate in medicine. Now, this has to be on YouTube because it's so horrifically organized, conspiring. This is a major medical fraud, medical document of records, fabrication, perjury, all to accommodate the judge. So this lady, Dr. Alison Kennedy, says that I know all the questions, I can understand the information, which means I'm competent to proceed, and that I'm doing it accurately. Then she says that I demonstrate basic legal knowledge. And if you keep going, let's go back here. She has a whole list of stuff with the legal knowledge that I'm very highly competent. If you look in the court case, you'll see that that is very accurate. Then she goes here and states that I'm delusional because of my doctorate and my education, and that I'm delusional that these charges are federal and not state. Ooh, well, I already went to over 100 attorneys, and they all said that these are federal charges. I mean, lots of them. And then they said that I was mentally ill, delusional, and that because of my friends being derogatory towards staff and conspiring and being rude to them. Nobody was ever rude to them. And they stopped our visits. They said that we were delusional because of our affiliations to people in Hollywood. Oh, even here it says that they said that I was delusional due to my relations with people in Hollywood as well, as famous people. I'm like, man, do they not know who my family is? This is like outstandingly, horrifically bullshit. This is such horseshit. I cannot believe a doctor would even do this and jeopardize her license. This lady just had a child, too. And she's willing to go to life in prison for fabricating legal documents and committing insurance fraud on this crap? I mean, she says I'm highly educated, but yet she says I'm mentally ill for having the education I have and stating I have it, yet she never called. She had no facts to the case, not one, no affidavits, no nothing. Nothing to this case. And yet she's saying I'm mentally ill because I don't know the facts of the case. And because I asked her if she had the sworn affidavits and any evidence, she didn't have. And so that meant I was mentally ill. Wow. Then I told her about the Barack Obama hold and that the FBI was monitoring this because I reported it to them. And they said that I was delusional and mentally ill because of the FBI monitoring them. Yeah, it's all in here. It's outstanding, Dr. Alison Kennedy. You did a phenomenal job fabricating and lying and creating a perjured falsity in the courts, which created insurance fraud, medical fraud, and kidnapping of me. Don't worry, this is really easy to debunk. Very, very easy. I mean, and that's what you say I'm mentally ill for? You never even did a psych evaluation, yet you're trying to say schizophrenia? She didn't even have the qualifications to even evaluate somebody of my educational caliber. Esoteric laws are real laws, and I asked her to have a esoteric background, a education, and the additional licensure that is required for evaluating people of me of elite education and esoterics, and she said that was a delusion. This lady, Alison Kennedy, they're real laws. And yet I got kidnapped for 4 months, over 4 months, because this lady, Alison Kennedy, said it was a delusion, my family and my personal relations with rich and famous people, and that FBI was monitoring. It's like, are they? This is crazy. It's all in public record, and I'll file it in public record because it's so horrifically hideous that this should be a really good training evaluation for psychological evaluators, because a competency evaluation is only on the basics of law. It has nothing to do with your mental health unless they order a mental health evaluation. No medications were ever given to me. No medications were ever implied to me. And just because we had a visit, like it says here, with my friends, that's why they took my phone and they did phone restrictions to me and they took all my rights, because my friends were calling me doctor at the visit. Mind you, I have an accredited doctorate. This is horrific. And then they want to do another evaluation on me on the 3rd, when all the evaluations say that I am very competent to the law. And the other evaluations say no mental illness, but yet the judge continues to want to order this, and William Alexander pushed for it yesterday in court. In fact, he was trying to detain me illegally to try to get me evaluated. Mind you, this is the same judge who interfered in another FBI case in internet child porn, significant, horrific child porn. And this guy jumped in, took the case, didn't report it to FBI, and did nothing. William Alexander. And he was trying to get them off and sending them to his friends, Dr. Susan Middleton, and put them at CMHIP for a couple of years and then let them out. Yeah, he's doing favors for child molesters. This is not a joke. And the same attorney that I fired, Samantha Bloodworth, was doing favors with Dr. Susan Middleton for a child molester. I mean, serious child molesters. It's all stated and admitted in G302 of the Polo County Jail, and that Judge William Alexander was doing favors and taking federal cases and trying federal cases in his courtroom and taking child porn so he could have his own collection of child porn, which were federal cases for internet child porn. And he was doing this so he could evade the FBI. And never did he report it to the FBI. Look it up. It's all public record. It'll blow your freaking mind.